In mice, a diet high in salt suppresses tumor growth, but only when gut microbes are there to stimulate immune cells, a September 10 study in Science Advances reports. To answer that, the team dissected the tumor sites and found that immune cells known as natural killer, NK, cells were enriched in the mice fed the high-salt diet compared with mice fed diets with normal or slightly elevated salt levels. To drill into why salt had this effect on NK cells, Awasthi and his colleagues looked in the literature and found studies reporting that high-salt diets alter the gut microbiome, as well as others that found the gut microbiome modulates patients' response to cancer immunotherapy. To test for a role of the resident gut bacteria in the effects of a high-salt diet on cancer growth, the researchers gave the mice antibiotics before feeding them the different diets. Sure enough, a high-salt diet no longer suppressed tumor growth. But that wasn't all. When the team transplanted fecal material from mice fed a high-salt diet into microbe-free mice, they were surprised to find that tumors shrank, Awasthi recalls. Does the microbiome help the body fight cancer? The researchers looked at the diversity of species in the mice's gut and saw an increased abundance of Bifidobacterium species in mice fed a high-salt diet. In mice fed a normal diet, injection of Bifidobacterium into tumors led to tumor regression, an effect that disappeared if the researchers removed the animal's NK cells, they reported. Still, he writes in an email to the scientist, the microbiome part of this paper seems a bit preliminary. And some data are yet hard to interpret with the information provided in the manuscript. A perplexing problem, writes Taravidi, is the dual nature of the impact of salt on solid tumors. While salt may suppress cancer by enhancing anti-tumor immune responses, Taravidi points to studies by his It's an exciting field of research, though still in its infancy, writes Kleinwietfeld, adding, more studies are needed to understand the complex interactions of nutrition, microbiome and immunity in the context of cancer. Thus, future studies will show if new findings could indeed lead to novel treatment options for patients. Quote, please support my channel to grow by pressing subscribe button and the bell icon. We will notify you technological news. Thank you.